For joining us today. We are here in celebration of the life of Rosalia, and so grateful to have you all in this space today. Also grateful and hello for all of our virtual attendees out there, as well as the friends and family who are in the building right now. Oh, I was not expecting that live camera shot. All right. Why, thank you. So, of course, we feel like it is appropriate to begin the morning with a moment of silence. Thank you. All right, so we're going to start off with a bio of Rosalia growing up, life, work, and travels. We'll also have a video tribute and give you all a moment. So first, I just like to make some noise because it's a celebration. Make some noise, make some noise, make some noise, make some noise for Emma. Are you feeling like having a microphone or are you, okay.
I don't know. Can you hear me? I'd like to thank the church today for. All right. I don't really need to look at notes unless I start, right? So first of all, I want to thank everybody on the live feed, everybody for being here today. Thank you for the colors. Thank you for not dressing too formal. If you met my mother, you would know she was one of the smartest people in a room. She was also one of the funniest people in the room. And my son and I low-key thought that she used to be an assassin, right? But only because of the stuff that she would say. You know, talk about putting silencers on stuff and using pillows to keep stuff quiet. Like, it really just had us messed up in the head. But it also kept me as a kid in line because I never knew what she was going to do to me, right? My mom is of Jamaican descent. Both her grandparents migrated from Jamaica to Costa Rica. My mom was, her family lived in a town called Siquiris. Am I saying that right? Okay. And she was the only of her 3 siblings. There's 4 of them total. She was the only one born in a hospital in San Jose, Costa Rica, which was the big city. So she used to use that as leverage to tease her older sisters and brothers that, you know, she was better than them. She was also the shortest of her siblings. Like, the height ran out by the time it got to her. And as a result of her height challenge, she has some issues. And her issues were she had to be the most dominant person in the room. So she got on a lot of people's nerves because she was very bossy and pushy. But again, it had to do with her challenges. San Jose, Costa Rica. So she learned a lot of things. When they were growing up in the 50s in Costa Rica, they lived in a town, Securities, and they couldn't go to the store and buy clothes. Clothes had to be made custom from patterns, so she learned how to sew. All of the girls learned how to sew. None of them learned how to cook, but they learned how to sew so they can make clothes or whatever. But her father was ahead of his time. He made sure she knew how to use tools, all his daughters. He wanted to make sure that they never needed a man to change a light bulb or screw in a screw. So they're all extremely handy. My grandfather was always looking for work, and they decided they were going to come to the U.S. And for my mom, she was very excited about it because they were going to leave their little town and they were going to, New York and blah, 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 blah. So in 1962, 63, they ended up in New York, but in the Bronx. In the hood Bronx in the 60s. And she was upset because this was not her vision of what the United States was supposed to look like. And I believe they came in the middle of the winter, so she was extremely upset. Now, my grandmother wanted her kids to come to the United States because even in the 50s and 60s, they knew that the education system here in this country was crap compared to Costa Rica. My mom and her siblings went to, when they were in Costa Rica, they went to Spanish school and they went to English school. So they got double education in two languages. So my grandmother knew that if they came to America, they would be smarter than the American kids, thus having a better life. Okay? So remember that. So what'd you say, lady? That's her sister. She just talks out. She doesn't have Tourette's, but she's older. She just blurts stuff out. It's okay. We love you. Okay. So my mom was, by virtue and by design, always one of the smartest kids in her class. When she was in high school in the late 60s, a lot of kids in poor areas would drop out of school to go work to help support their families. There was a Jewish organization that paid my mom money to stay in high school. Okay, think in for a second. So she got paid to stay in school so she wouldn't drop out to try to help her family, and stuff. She got a scholarship to a bunch of Ivy League schools, but she decided not to go because she didn't think she would fit in, and she just happened to have a baby right after graduation. Okay, so, she was smart and, so, so she ended up getting a scholarship to Lehman College in the Bronx, and while she was in college with me, she also got a job as an international operator with AT&T. So, because again, she spoke. What language did you guys speak in the house growing up? English and Spanish, right? But they spoke a Caribbean English, okay? It was a Caribbean type of English. It wasn't the kings and queens English that we speak here, but it was close enough. So she did get a job. So she was going to school full time, she was working part time, and she had me, right? So fast forward. She gets her degree. I graduate. She graduates from college. I graduate from kindergarten. It was amazing. We were like, we were studying together. It was amazing. She would study, and I would grab a book, and I'd sit there with her, and I'd pretend like I was doing something. And then we moved. We were in the Bronx. We moved to another apartment, a Section 8 apartment, and she paid for her to get her master's degree in medical microbiology. My mom loved to learn. She loved science. She loved astronomy. She loved gardening. Anything that she wanted to learn about, she would go either to the library or she would go to a community college to learn about. She did her first 1031 exchange in 1990. She knew her first in Queens. She ended up trading it out for another house in California when she realized what the implications were going to be. So she learned how to maneuver that and not have to deal. She got a promotion at AT&T to a communications technician. So she was one of the people that would, as we make long distance calls around the world, there's lines under the ocean. She was responsible for testing those lines and making sure we could all make good calls. She was one of the first women in that position. Right, so and she did a bunch of firsts. So we moved to Queens. Then she got a transfer to Southern California. And much like her dismay about moving to New York, I was dismayed about moving to California. Thought we was going to live on the beach. I thought everybody was going to surf, whatever. We were in San Bernardino County, Chino, California, and it smelled like an elephant. It smelled like elephant poop every morning. And they're like, oh, you'll get used to it. So we had to wait till I graduated. Then we moved to the coast where we wouldn't have to smell those smells. And my mom was, what's the word I could use? She believed in tough love. So she did at some point cut me off financially to make me become more responsible, which is how I ended up in the Army. It wasn't by my choice. I am not a patriot. I was not. I wasn't a patriot, I was an idiot. And after my second freshman year, I was hanging and stripping wallpaper, making money, and she's like, you gotta go to school. And I was like, you just mad because I'm making more money than you. And yeah, that didn't go well, and I was in the house not paying rent and a whole bunch of stuff. And she was like, done with you. You got to figure it out. And that's what I did. And it was the best thing in the world for me, right? But then she met this guy. She met this guy who didn't surf. He lived in Inglewood. And he was white. My mother was very pro-black and a feminist. I, as a child, was not allowed to have white dolls in the house. If somebody bought me a white doll, if she didn't throw it away, she took a brown magic marker and and she would paint the face, she would make the face brown. So that's the type of person she was. She was amazing. Come here, dude. She met this guy, and I knew her as my mom, but the amazing part of her life happened once she met my dad. And I gotta say, I learned a lot about love from this man. I understood the vows of marriage from this man, watching him take care of my mom. To have and to hold in sickness and in health, till death do we part. That's this mofo right here. He is the father that I know. He is the grandfather to my son. You'll see all the pictures with the two of them together. I got out of the Army and he was okay with me home with my baby. He wasn't like, Rosalia, throw them crazy people out. He embraced us. They had a great life. He can tell you the rest about her because I didn't know her. Like, I didn't know her. I met her after she passed by looking at the life you had together. And so he can tell you more about who she was as a woman. I only knew her as my mommy. So.
Okay, thanks, Emma. All right. Wow. Thank you, Emma. That was fantastic. Here's to Rosalia. Pura vida. She was smart, classy, beautiful. She was all about family and spent a lot of time entering information into Ancestry.com. We would always spend some holidays each year coming here to Atlanta and visiting, as well as going to Costa Rica. And we had a great life. We never really argued that much. We were always checking out new restaurants, going to see movies, concerts. She loved working in the yard and was always bringing home like new plants, trees. Well, if she needed something. She liked going on cruises. We did a couple of those, very nice. She was a science fiction buff, so we always saw the coolest new sci-fi movies. She loved Star Wars and Star Trek. Big fan of Baby Yoda. She had gotten her master's in microbiology, ended up working for AT&T till she retired in the early 2000s. At that point, she decided to get her laboratory tech license in California. So she spent about a year living in Palm Springs so she could take the courses at Eisenhower Medical Center. And then she took a series of laboratory jobs in California. She liked to do Segway and zip line, among others. We were always looking for fun, new activities to try. We used to do a Segway tour here in Atlanta every year. In Costa Rica, we would do whitewater rafting, tubing, jet ski. She loved to watch HGTV, shows like Flip or Flop, Christina on the Coast. She was fascinated with the housing market and how to make sure houses kept their value. One thing, Rosalia did not play around with money. If there was a way to take it with you, she would have found it. One day back in October, I asked what was wrong. She made it clear she wanted some cash. So she, I mean, so I went and counted out $400 in 20s, and I put it in a little secret zipper compartment in her purse, and she felt a lot better. Yeah. Neither one of us really interested in cooking, so we had our personal chef, Mr. Microwave. If you got to know her, she was a wonderful friend. She loved her country of birth, Costa Rica. About 6 years ago, we made a trip down there, and she was very happy that she was able to get her official cedula, the national identity card. At that point, she had dual citizenship with Costa Rica and the U.S. She loved these carretas. They are like a symbol of Costa Rica. So that was very nice. Thank you for being in my life. Love you, babe.
So now we will have a video montage celebrating the life of Rosalia. I do have a question. Sister, where were you born? Where, if you weren't born in the hospital, where were you born? At home? Just the two of y'all were born at home? All right. Others, where were you born? You think at home? All right. You weren't there. Learn something new every day. I do also want to point out that I was introduced to Frank as light-skinned Frank, so. He is invited to the barbecue, absolutely. Might let you and Mr. Microwave get on the grill if you got the right sandals. All right. It's time we ready? So we'll kick off this video montage. One of my favorite parts about this event has been watching you all see yourselves on the screen and all the love that's in the building. So I just love making some noise. Can we make some noise for the love in this beautiful moment? As we begin this montage.
You were born that far away, so we could both make fun of distance. Lucky that I love a foreign land for the lucky fact of your existence. Baby, I will climb the Andes solely to count the freckles on your body. Never could imagine there were only 10 million ways to love somebody. Can't you see? I'm at your feet. Whenever, wherever, we're meant to be together. I'll be there and you'll be near, and that's the deal, my dear. They're all what you wonder. You never have to wonder. We can always play by ear, but that's the deal, my dear. Lucky that my lips not only mumble, they spill kisses like a fountain. Lucky that my breasts are small and humble, so you don't confuse them with mountains. Lucky I have strong legs like my mother to love a couple when I need it. And these two eyes that for no other, the day leaves will cry a visit. At your feet, I'm at your feet. Whenever, wherever, we're meant to be together.
right, that's Easter Sunday, New Year's Eve. And that's champagne in my hand because they used to give us champagne as kids. Yeah, they did. They used to get us drunk. Yeah. That's the three of us. Me and my other little sister. All right, that's 4 generations right there. And the 3 sisters. What do you think happened? And believe it or not, she did not like to drink alcohol or smoke weed because she didn't like not being in control. Middle school graduation. We weren't getting along. Skiing in New York, upstate New York. She broke her leg that trip. Yeah. We were arguing in the airport in Florida. It's my Army graduation. Somebody didn't like me, so they refused to put me in the pictures. Army graduation. And then the dude, light-skinned Frank. Yeah, always in the pool. Always in the pool. My grandmother, they thought they was on the cover of an album. Sweet Baby Ray. That was her pride and joy. Sweet Baby Ray. He lived in the pool with her. The wedding. After everything, he still decided to ask her to marry him. He was like, I love you and your family. They got married in Dana Point on the water. And that's his mom and that's her parents. That's our cousin Shakira in New York. That's in California. I don't know them. I don't know them people. Estella and her son. This is in Costa Rica. And that's Estella's daughter. That's also in Costa Rica. I think that was Hawaii when they defected. They weren't coming home. They were like, we're not coming back. And this is in Milwaukee. No idea. I think this was Hawaii or Jamaica or Costa Rica or any one of the places. Deanna and Kareem. For her favorite niece and nephew. Her only niece. Sweet Baby Ray on the water with them. Sweet Baby Ray with her at Disneyland and his best friend. The family. This was in 1999 in the airport in Florida. I think this is in Isla de Tortuga in Costa Rica. I think.
Feeling my way through the darkness.
Oh yeah, an Aunt Beryl from England and Sweet Baby Ray. Another crying kid, George. I think that was a high school or college. The judge.
Say I'm caught up in a dream. Well, life will pass me by if I don't open up my eyes. So that's fine by me.
Oh, now this is stargazing. One of the things that my mom and Patrina bonded on. So I always joke that I married my father first, my bio father first, and then I married my mother. My mother and my wife always like to look at the stars together. That's my cousin on my mom's lap. She's a little bit too old, but she didn't get the memo. And that's my college graduation, also with my 5-year-old. And that's at Disneyland with our cousin from Panama, Oli. And that's my mom and her mom in Florida. That's them in Oli and my mom in somewhere. Who knows? It's my mom's best friend in New York, Cazetta, and her husband. And that's us about to go Segway riding, because that's what we did every November, every Thanksgiving.
That is a felony. I believe that's what that is, a felony right there. That's what she needed those silencers for. She meant that.
But I only have two hands. Hope I get the chance to travel the world. But I don't have any plans. Wish that I could stay forever this young. Not afraid to close my eyes. Life's a game made for everyone. And love is the prize. So wake me up when it's all over. When I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. So wake me up when it's all over. When I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. 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 I didn't know.
Okay, that was absolutely beautiful. What an exciting life to live. So now we will hold the floor for tributes and reflections. We also have many virtual guests online who are going to be tapping in for just a moment. So if any virtual guests would like to give tributes and reflections, as well as anyone else here, I will come to you with the microphone after our virtual guests. They exist, they really do. They are tapped in there. Wherever you all are, I want you to know the food is delicious, the drinks are even better. I just want y'all to know. You missed out. Okay, contestant number 1, Eugene, tributes and reflections.
Good morning. My name is Gene McGowan. I'm Frank Schaffner's brother-in-law in Houston, Texas. And I just wanted to say a few words. I wanted to express my condolences to Frank and Rosalia's family and friends. I've known Rosalia for about 30 years. I first met her in El Toro, California, right after Frank and her had gotten married. So I just wanted to share a few memories of her. A couple of you have already alluded to what some of her favorite things to do were. And of course, one of them was segwaying. And I will never forget segwaying with her and Frank near Diamond Head in Honolulu. That was one memory I'll always carry of Rosalia. A second one that was always also mentioned was her love of seeing the stars and stargazing. She and Frank and her grandson came to visit me in Toledo Bend, Texas, on a lake about 15 years ago. And being in the middle of nowhere, the stargazing was brilliant. And Rosalia could name just about every star and every constellation in the sky. I was very impressed. And I could tell she was really in her zone. She was just loving it. And you could see so many stars. And I could tell she was just happy as a clam. The final thing I wanted to share that nobody here has mentioned was that Rosalia was a master at flagging down an ice cream truck on the beach. When we would go to the beach and she and Frank would come down there, if there was an ice cream truck coming down the beach, Rosalia was always the first to find it. And she and Frank didn't drink beer, so ice cream was their substitute, and they had lots of ice cream. So I just wanted to say, Frank, my old friend and brother-in-law, you're lucky to have found Rosalia. I know you had many happy years together, and I hope someday you're able to meet her again. So God bless Rosalia, and God bless all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jean. Do we have any additional virtual guests who would like to give tributes and reflections? While we are waiting, please just grab you another plate, another drink. It has already been paid for. Eat, drink, and be merry.
Hi. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Go right on ahead.
Hi, hello. My name is Cecilio Daly. I'm Rosalia cousin from Panama. I very, very, happy to see everybody again. So to see Mr. Frank, to see Emma, to see Ray. Honestly, Rosalia was somebody very, very important in my life. I went to the U.S. and she educated me. She teach me English. She put me in courses. Emma helped me a lot too. She take me to travel, to Disneyland, to everywhere, to her house. Mr. Frank is a beautiful person. I will be eternally, endowed with Emma, with Rosalia, and Mr. Frank. And I just want to share that that was a beautiful person. That's one of the best person that I met in my life. It was a short period of about 2 years that I was over there, but it feels like it was the entire life that I spent in the U.S. Dealing with Rosalia, and I'm very happy to have met her in my life. And I just want to say thank you for everything. And I don't think it will be anything in this life that I can pay back everything what she did for me. So that's all I want to say.
Thank you very much. While we wait for our next virtual guest to queue up, we have an in-person guest who wants to give tributes and reflections.
What's going on, everyone? For those of you who may not know me, my name is Ray. I'm the grandson and the very chubby light-skinned baby that all of you have seen. Just wanted to thank everyone, virtual, Oli, ¿qué pasó? And in person for being here so early. It means the world to me that you can celebrate my grandmother's life with me. She is and will always be one of my most favorite people in the world, because when I had to figure out, what I liked in this world and what I enjoyed and what I found interesting, nothing was off the table. From the cosmos to cartoons, anything that I was interested in, she supported me I think I was probably one of the first toddlers to have a chemistry set. Um, Disneyland, History Channel, experimental physics, you name it, she had me in it. From the time that I could walk, because I used to yell at her as a baby because she wouldn't let me play with the adults. So as soon as I could do activities, she had me sailing. She taught me to swim underwater at 4. I was able to drive go-karts and stuff at like 5. And the craziest thing about my grandmother is that when we would go on adventures to jet ski, to zip line, to parasail, to scuba dive, she did all of that stuff with me. And I think that's the one thing that needs to be stressed is that my grandmother was an exceptionally active person. Before all of her shifts at AT&T, she would spend an hour and 45 minutes swimming with me in the pool. I was 8 years old at the time, or around that age. Do you know what it's like to manage and deal with a young person that hasn't hit puberty yet? Some of you do, right? But I was a boy. And she still made time every single morning of every single weekday and every single weekday, and when I was with her, to spend that hour and 45 minutes with me. And I feel like I could say so many different things about her character and a testament to her will and her fortitude, but that I think is the one thing that surmises her love and attention to detail with the people that she cared about. For her enemies, she was hell, and for those who were endeared with her, she was heaven. I miss you, Grandma, and thank you for everything you've done.
Barry White has left the building. I thought he was gonna sing when I heard that voice. I said, "Shooby-da-doo." Do we have any additional virtual guests who would like to chime in?
Yes. Wait, I think I'm gonna go out of this room because the echo is strong with us all. My name is Kalia Foote. I am the daughter of Cosetta Duncan, my Aunt Rosa's best friend. We are here on the East Coast, just watching and wishing we were all there with you guys, with all of you. Ray's voice scared me a little bit. I think the last time I spoke to him, he was in high school, so that was frightening. Rosa was my aunt who wasn't my aunt. I remember the first time I heard her speak Spanish, and I did not understand why a relative of mine would know how to do that. I didn't know that she wasn't my relative by blood in any case. My mother just had some health issues that she isn't able to be there personally. But I just wanted to offer my condolences, our condolences as a family. Aunt Rosa was a huge part of my life before California and even after. Emma and Ray were huge parts when we were all very small. And I am just glad to be included in this day, to be able to share and hear all of these great thoughts and experiences that people have had with this amazing, amazing woman. She helped with literally all of my science stuff, got my mother to understand why I so loved Star Trek and astronomy as well. She was my science BFF when I was a little girl. So I will always appreciate that, appreciate her for that. And that's all I really have. Just offering my mother's condolences since she can't really be there to speak on it. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. And thank you, Aunt Rosa, for being the wonderful woman you are.
Thank you. All right, as we wind down our tributes and reflections, all right. Let me get my Vanna White on. do want to mention that Barry White's voice and the man are single and ready to mingle. I just want to put that out there. If you have any nice lady friends with a 401k, just want y'all to know.
Okay, good morning to you all. My name is Ricardo Folks, and this is my sister, Estela. We are from Costa Rica, from the Caribbean. Pura vida, pura vida. And there is more, 20s. Okay, I'm very glad, I'm very glad to be here. It's always great to be with family and with family that you have years, you haven't seen, you didn't see before. When Rosalia and their family traveled to New York, that was 1962, something like that. Well, I was 4 years old, so I didn't remember none of them. I met them the first time when I got here in New York to my grandma's funeral. That was in 1980. It was amazing to see Rosalia, Grace, George, all the family. So it is a great pleasure to be here, celebrating Rosalia life. We made a strong connection with she from the beginning, she was a very lovely person, dynamic, tourism, doing activities, very busy. There were activities that people attended in Costa Rica. We were living there for years, and the first we attend those activities is like rafting, like jet ski, like the zip line. We did it with Chi and Frank. Frank was the one that made the program, and we joined them. We share with them in several opportunities. Anytime they come to Costa Rica, Estela and I, we share with them, and it was very, very amazing. It was very nice. It was very, very lovely, very lovely. Thank you very much, to be here, and thank you because it is always nice to share with family. When we knew about these activities, we both said that we have to be there. We cannot miss it. We have to be there because she was very, very, very special, and we have to share our life, share the activities with family and friends that is going to be in the activity today. So thank you very much, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say that Rosalia will be always in my heart. Always. Yeah. Thank Frank, thank him, and Remy, Trina, and all the family. Thank you.
I want to say something real quick about these two people. Really. Number one, my name is, in my family, Hema, because Jamaicans can't say E. And Ramius is always going to be Ramy to the family. So what I want to say about these two people, my cousin Estella took a COVID shot. She was a nurse. She's retired. She took a COVID shot, and the COVID shot messed her up. She was paralyzed for a year. As soon as her doctor told her she could get on a plane, the two of them got on a plane this July, and they came to see my mother. When I FaceTimed with Ricardo, I said, hey, primo, da-da-da-da-da. He said, we are not here on vacation. We came to work. And they helped. And they dug in, and my wife and I flew out to be with them, to see them before they left. But they came, they helped clean up the house, they helped do stuff. So they didn't just come. It wasn't just oh, this is our fun cousin. As soon as they were able to, they came to be with their cousin in her time of need. And she was so happy. She was so happy that they came. And after she passed, as soon as we got the date for today, they booked the flight. So the love that my mom had with these two and with her family in Costa Rica, I appreciate you guys and my Aunt Ruth. For all the Costa Ricans who never want to come to America in the winter, gracias. Gracias.
We apologize for the cold weather and especially the snow. We are as surprised as you are. And also unprepared. We have another guest, Charmaine. Charmaine from England.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Cheerio.
Oh. Sorry, can you hear me? You can? Okay, fantastic. I'm so sorry about that. So hello, yes, I'm joining you from London. I wanted to just say we're on the call, myself, my grandma, who's your Aunt Beryl, who was the sister of Aunt Pearl, and my dad also. And I just, on behalf of all of us, just wanted to express our condolences for Rosalia's passing. I got to meet Rosalia in the mid-90s when she came to London and spent some time with us. She shared some of her genealogy and family history that she'd researched, which I found really fascinating. I was a teenager at the time. But just wanted to share that it was a really lovely time that we spent with her. She was really kind, very, very funny. And although I'm really disappointed, never got to meet her again, but really treasure the time that we spent with her. My grandma speaks really fondly of the time that she spent with her in New York. And yeah, we just wanted to send our love. And we're really sorry that we can't be there in person. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, the floor is open.
Okay.
This is Uncle Walt. Light skin Walt.
If you can't tell, Frank is my brother. And I'm very proud of him. He's my big brother. He's my oldest brother. We looked up to him when we were growing up as kids. You know, he's an artist. He's got a lot of creative energy and intelligence, and he went off in that direction. But we knew he needed some help along the way, and we were so happy when he met Rosalia to help stabilize him in some areas. I mean, this is a guy who, when he was a kid, put on a Superman cape and jumped off the roof thinking he could fly. He still does some of those things as an adult. Yeah, well, that doesn't make any difference. But I met Rosalia when they got married out in California, and I was just so very happy for my brother. And that's just continued since then. So because she filled out his life in a lot of different ways, and allowed him to do a lot of the things he's very good at doing. but they complemented one another very well. But Rosalia wasn't she wasn't a single thing. She was kind of a package deal with her family, and so I know he gets a lot out of his relationship with Emma and Trina and Ray and all of her family, and I know that's very special for him. And I wanted to say thank y'all for embracing my brother. It's my yeah. But thank you Emma for inviting us over here, and we're so glad we're able to make it and meet everyone here too. So thanks Rosalia, we miss you, and yes, that's what I was trying to think of.
Hello.
All right, I believe we heard another virtual guest chiming in. No, that's it. All right, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Hello.
Frank might be one of the only people that's safe. I don't know. Frank, I need you to vouch for me. Tell him I work for you.
Hello.
I hear somebody saying hello.
Okay, I'm speaking from Panama. I'm speaking from Panama. Do you hear me?
Hear you in Atlanta.
No, I'm speaking from Panama. Panama. Are you hear me?
We go ahead, Panama. Go ahead, rock out.
Okay, I speak Spanish. I need someone to interpret. I speak Spanish. You my English is not so well, okay? Okay, good afternoon buenas tardes a todos. Habla Cecilio Daly. Emma sabe que yo soy el papá de Cecilio Daly Jr. Quiero hacer acto de presencia desde Panamá, dándole gracias a Rosalía, porque en los momentos más difíciles de mi vida, cuando yo estuve en una operación en Miami, Florida, ella dejó lo que tenía y fue hasta el hotel después de mi operación, ella y Frank, y nos sacó del hotel y nos llevó a la playa, nos llevó a diferentes lugares con mi hija. Rosalía fue una persona muy especial. Rosalía fue una persona muy especial y tengo que darle las gracias a Dios desde Panamá por ese gran apoyo conmigo, con mi hija, con mi hijo y a la familia en general. Muchas gracias. No podía llegar hasta allá, pero por este medio quiero estar profundamente agradecida con Rosalía y mi amigo Frank. Frank, que fueron dos grandes personas en mi vida. Y repito, los momentos más difíciles, ellos estaban conmigo. Yo soy el hijo de la hermana de...
Is the son of Rosalia?
Soy hijo de la mamá
Cecilio.
de Rosalía, Cecilio.
Yeah.
¿Me están entendiendo?
Yes, just a while to translate it. Yeah, he said that he thanks a lot to Rosalia and Frank because he went through a very difficult situation. He was recently went through a surgery, and Rosalia and Frank they came and took him out to the hospital, and in Miami and give them a lot of support. So So that was a very, very a particular special situation that he appreciate a lot. Okay.
And, y también esto quiero agradecer porque fue una gran mujer
A great
que se
woman.
despojó,
Go ahead.
una gran mujer que se despojó para ayudarnos a nosotros en ese momento difícil.
Yeah. Yes, a great woman that helped us in that very difficult situation.
So, muchas gracias, Rosalía. Yo sé que donde tú estás, tú me estás escuchando. Frank, que estás ahí. Muchas gracias, Frank.
Okay,
por
thank you, Frank. Thank to Rosalia, wherever she is listening, and she's in a better situation. Thanks a lot.
So God bless everyone. And my heart is with all yours. God bless you, Emma. Y yo sé que es un momento muy difícil para la familia. Dios los bendiga. Amén. Desde Panamá.
Gracias, primo.
All right.
Hello.
Well, we can hear you loud and clear. Go right on ahead.
Hi. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Derek Magruder, and I am Ray's dad. I just wanted to call and offer my condolences to Ray and Emma and Frank and the rest of the family. My memories of Mama Rosa were superb. When I first met her, when Emma says she's the smartest person in the room, she's the smartest person in the room. I can't tell you in the short time that I was around with her how much I learned from her. I remember vaguely when we were in California, one of the very first things that she ever told me, and she says, "You're the head of the household. Let me show you what I have." She took me into the garage and she had an earthquake kit. And I couldn't understand. I was like, "You have an earthquake kit?" She said, "Yeah. In case of an earthquake, we have all the necessities we need. You need to build one. You need to build one. You need to build one for your family." So that was the type of person that I met. And I just want to say again, she was such a wonderful person. And I want to thank her for all she did for my son and all the education that she gave me when I was around her. So, Frank, Emma, Ray, my love and my condolences to all of you guys. And thank you very much.
All right, we have one more, and then we will have a toast from Rosalia's sister. Go right on ahead, please. We did, and now it is over. Thank you all so much. Thank you for your tributes and your loving, kind words. And as we bring one more. She's been through enough. She was born at home already. Frank, do you speak Spanish? Yes? Okay, I wanted you to know that the guy from Panama said you're his favorite white person. I heard it. Heard it loud and clear. All right, a toast from her sisters.
Just a toast. That's all you have to do. Toast. In English.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm the third sister.
This is my oldest sister. It's just two of us left now. So I'd like to raise a glass to my younger baby sister. Oh, this is not a glass? Raise a glass high as you can for Pura Vida. For her wonderful Costa Rican American life. Amen. Amen. Oh, this is not a glass.
Amen.
Here we go. Thank you so much. Good afternoon. I'm Grace.
Excuse me.
Thank you. Okay. Good afternoon. I'm Grace, the oldest sister. I miss my baby sister a lot. She meant a lot to me, but I don't think I knew so much about her until now. She was a very amazing person. Didn't brag about things. She was silent, but she was all over the place and met a lot of the family. Thanks for sharing in her memory with all of us, with the family. Thank you very much for coming out today, even if it's snowing. God bless you.
Pura vida.
Who's that?
Okay, okay. If anyone else would like a moment, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Hello?
Jesus, is
Hello?
that you?
No, it's not. Hi, this is cousin Patty from New York. Rosalia is my first cousin, my first best friend. Rosa actually taught me how to tie my shoes. We had a lot of wonderful times together. I learned a lot from her. The family used to come up to Rockland County, New York, and we would go to Bear Mountain all the time. So I have some loving memories of Uncle George, her father, Pearl, all of us just picnicking out and eating. And this is a sad day for me, but it's a celebration of life for my friend and my first best friend and cousin, and I love her. And I just wanted you to know that she's a special person. And if you ever had the opportunity, and I know you had to enjoy time with her, to spend time with her, her wit is canny. And I love you, Emma. I love you all. And I hope to see you guys soon. Love you.
Hello.
We have another
Someone
guest.
someone speak Spanish. One second. I need a few seconds, please.
I'm still trying to talk.
Are you in Panama?
Yes, yes. My name once again is Cecilio. Someone can speak Spanish?
No, you cannot speak again.
Can translate for me?
But we do love you and thank you for your kind words. But I'm from Alabama, so I missed all of that.
I just want to give Frank all my toda, all my best and give to Frank.
Thank you, Cecilia. We appreciate you. We love you. All right.
You're his favorite, Frank. That's what he said.
My mother had two daughters. No, I don't. Oh. My mother had two daughters. The one that she loved,
and the better one. So I am the middle cousin, the middle child. Thank you.
Love you, Corinne.
Thank you. I love you too. She's a trying child. She's a trying child. She was always bad growing up, and I begged her to behave. And she gave her mother a really, really difficult time. And yet her mother loved her anyway. I don't know why. Sorry.
Kareem was a punk. She wasn't adventurous at all. She listened to everything adults told her.
I did. I behaved. And I broke my leg because of this one here. But my aunt meant a lot to me. Growing up, Emma and I always talked about how we had 3 mothers. I didn't have an aunt. I had a third mother, and she was a very special person in my life. We did a lot of things together. I remember going to Timbuktu and being scared of the man on the stilts. But she did a lot.
She was a punk.
We did a lot with Aunt Ressa. And she took us on our first trip to Costa Rica in 1993. And we got to meet our other family. And I felt like it was the beginning of my second life. I have fallen in love with Costa Rica. I've fallen in love with all of my family there. I love going to visit. And I'm just so thankful for all of the opportunities that she gave me growing up to expand just my thoughts. The last time I saw her in Atlanta, we had a really amazing conversation. And she said some of the most beautiful things to me and really had me in tears about how proud she was of me and how adventurous I was and how I wasn't afraid to do things. And they actually weren't in the room during the conversation. This is a lifelong thing, and I just can't get rid of her. But I love my family, and Em and I for years have talked about how fortunate we are to grow up in the family that we have grown up in. We know that not all families are created equal, and we have a really, really special and amazingly loving family. My heart feels so wonderful now to see you all here, to hear you all online, and to talk about her, and just to talk about what an amazing family we're a part of. And I'm so thankful for that, and I'm so thankful for my aunt for helping me to become the person I am, and I will miss her dearly.
You see our antics, right? Yeah, it was like we were like brothers and sisters, even though we were cousins growing up. And, No, say no. But honestly, peace, love, and family is like the dynamic of ours. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's always been there for us. When we small, growing up, fighting each other all the time. At the end of the day, we still family, right? All right. But Aunt Rosa, oh man, she was like sweet, and she was very like, all right, you need to go to the library, get your books. We wanted to go just play games and video games and all. Go to the library, get your books, read, and then you can go play. And yeah, that helped us out a lot, in all our ways in our lives. And I'm always gonna be grateful for her for that, for giving you all of us, together. We're all here together with this now. I look at all these faces, everybody got brought together by her, this wonderful woman, magical woman, the original Tomb Raider, the original Tomb Raider, jet skis flipping up, down like that, landed back down the ocean, come back up. She got an octopus on a spear. That's Rosalia. That's Rosalia right there. Adventurous. And I believe that she's the one that made us branch out our family. Because there was a part of the family that was in the darks. We didn't know. We just didn't know. And if it wasn't for her going back, tracing the roots, bringing the family tree together, we wouldn't have the connection we have. And I'm always eternally grateful for her for that. Lord, this woman's greatness. She's nothing but greatness. Peace, love, family. That's why we're here. Thank you all. Thank you all.
So I told y'all who my mother was in her bio, but now I'm gonna tell you who she was as my mother. And I've been drinking, so I apologize to my mom. Okay. So my mom was my hero growing up. Most people, it was Wonder Woman, somebody in Hollywood, whatever. I thought my mom knew everything, like for real, for real. I would ask her a question, she would answer it, and I would go, "How do you know that?" And she'd go, "'Cause I know everything." And I believed that. I believed that till I was in high school. I was so stupid. But she, as Dion said, she used to make us go to the library. Like if we were gonna do fun stuff in the summer, we had to go to the library and get books and whatever. Before we could do fun, we had work to do, right? She believed in tough love and had no problem sparing the rod. She beat me a lot. I wasn't the best child, but she did the best that she could with what she had. I wasn't the child that she imagined she would get. I was the exact opposite of her. And for most of my life, I never felt that I lived up to her. I didn't realize until I was recently that she was proud of me because I always thought I fucked up everything. She was always, I felt, cleaning up my messes because I did exactly what I wanted. And I didn't do things the way normal people would do things. I did what I wanted and then was like, well, let's see what happens. And she would be there to pick up the pieces for me. Okay, so my mom was my hero growing up. And then I realized she didn't know everything. And I was very disappointed in her because she was my hero. And we went through a little period where most daughters and mothers go through where, you know, I'm feeling myself, but she was still taking care of me. She was still making sure everything was cool. When I found out my mother was sick, before I knew what was happening, I knew something was happening. And I realized that something was wrong because we had a love for Star Wars. And we were watching the Obi-Wan Kenobi thing, and I had asked her about a character, and she didn't remember. And it was the most important character in the story, and she had no clue. And then Kareen, the punk, went down to Costa Rica to visit my aunt. I shouldn't call you the punk, right? But I call her the punk because if my mother yelled at her, she would run away crying. So to me, that was a punk. If somebody, she didn't even yell at her. She would just say her name, Kareen, and she would run crying like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where are you going? Like, what are you doing? So to us, she was always the punk, right? So Kareem went to visit our aunt in Costa Rica. And my aunt said to me, brought up my mom's cataract surgery. And I was like, cataract surgery? What are you talking about? And I called my mom and I said, hey, you had surgery? What'd you have surgery for? She was like, I don't know. So I asked my wife, I said, my mom had surgery and she doesn't know why she had surgery. Does that sound right? Nope. So a couple of things. And then I was with Camila in the garage when my father called me to tell me he thought something was wrong with my mom. And I had been meaning to call him to say to her, I think something's wrong, but it's not a call you want to make. So I didn't make it. And then the punk called me and said, hey, Estella's daughter got a text from your mom and it makes no sense. And that was the beginning for us of knowing that my mom was diagnosed with brain cancer. And my mom, gave everything to me. I am spoiled rotten. Let me say this again. I am spoiled rotten. We were poor, but I was raised as a middle class kid. When we became middle class, she made sure I could hang out with the rich kids. She made sure I didn't go to the neighborhood high school, Andrew Jackson in Queens. She sent me to private school. She wanted to make sure I could hang out with white people because that's how the real world was. She wanted me to be able to navigate the world so that I could do the best that I could. Anything I needed, anything I wanted, I got. I never did without. I'm gonna say that again. I never wanted anything that I didn't have. My entire life, I had everything I wanted. In the winters in New York, before there were electric blankets and electric mattress pads, the woman would iron my bed so I could get in it so I wouldn't get into a cold bed. That's the type of mother she was. Okay? Like she went hard for me. So when my mom got sick, I had no choice but to go hard for her. And I put into her everything that she put into me and then some. I'm going to thank my business partners right there. Raise your hands so everybody can see you. If you have money that needs to be invested, those are the two that you go to. Right there, right there. Camila Elliott and Shardea Ages. Yep, those two. So I was able to spend time with my mother, and my business partners had my back. The last 2 months of my mother's life, guess where I was? In Texas. I was in Texas with her. And she didn't remember. Every morning, it was beautiful. Every morning she would wake up and she would see me. She'd be like, I'm right here. And I'd be like, I'm right here too. And she would be so happy to see me again. It was like my dog, like wiggling her ass, right? And towards the end, she didn't remember a lot, but she knew we were there. She was proud of the punk, my wife, and me. I shouldn't refer, Corrine is her name, right? The younger one, the other daughter. She was very proud of the three of us because she said that we just go for it. And I had to explain to her that the reason why we just go for it is because you and Aunt Grace gave us we weren't afraid of anything. Anything we wanted to do financially, we just did it. And if we messed up, we got our moms to take us. Like, we had no fear about anything, and we did it. And then towards the end, I was there. I was able to work. She had caregivers. Her husband was her caregiver for the first year. He made sure he worked in the daytime. Like, y'all don't understand. He worked in the daytime, and then at night he would do speech therapy with her, eye therapy with her, whatever therapies with her, because he wanted her here. He, when she first got sick, she loved Star Trek. He had a custom-made gold battle axe. I don't know what this called, some Klingon something. Yeah, with rubies in it that he had custom made for her. That was his love language, jewelry, because she loved gold, right? So she had him on a Valentine's Day, birthday, Christmas jewelry type of thing. So for all you ladies in the house, she did it right. She did it right. She had him on a schedule. And I learned about that after she died. When I cleaned up, I knew her as my mom and my savior and my protector. But after she died and I had to clean out her closet and realize that, oh my God, I met her as a woman. And I got to know her in her death and what an amazing person she was. And then when I had to put that video montage together and I was looking at all those pictures, it wasn't just me that she was incredible to. She was incredible to a lot of people. So she taught me about love. She taught me about respecting my partner. Because of her and Frank, me and my wife are still together, and we fought through the hard times, right? Yeah, we did. And yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. And after my mom got sick, I came home to treat. And so let me talk about my wife real quick. My wife gave me the biggest gift that anybody could receive. Anytime somebody has a parent who's sick, that relationship is going to be a little wonky because it's very, very stressful. And I had to leave. I had a dog. My wife didn't want the dog, but I had a dog, and she was taking care of the dog so that I could be with my mom. She said to me, don't worry about it. Do what you need to do. Be there for your mom. I got you. My wife gave me a gift of being able to be there for my mom, and my wife never has to buy me another thing in the world because she gave me. Can you all give, and she put this together. Can you all give my wife a round of applause, please? Oh, look at her crying. Oh, this is so sweet. I'm making her cry. Too bad. It's okay. That you're supposed to cry. It's a kind of funeral, right? So my mom loved, sorry, Derek Magruder. My mom loved my wife, right? My mom loved my wife for me. And the first thing she said when she met my wife, because she found out my wife was a black belt, was, ooh, Trina kicks ass. What that meant to me was, ooh, Trina's gonna kick your ass if you get out of line. So my mom loved Trina. If Trina needed something, my mom would drop everything and be there for Trina. And they loved looking at the stars together. Oh my God, that's all they did. I hate science. I'm gonna say that again. I effing hate science. My mom would talk to me for 3 hours about the stars. I don't give a fuck. But Trina would sit there and be like, oh, I want to know more. I want to know more. And I'd be like, thank God, let me go smoke this blunt while they do what they doing. Real facts. And the relationship that they had was so special. And I realized, you know, like even when we were going through our hard times, that my mother loved you, and because my mother loved you, I needed to like you. Jokes, just jokes. And man, she was something. And towards the end, right? So I had this feeling that she had come to stay with us, and my wife and I realized, because we had stayed with them 2 weeks, like a month before, and then she came to stay with us, and we realized, like, ooh, she's starting to decline. I'm getting scared. My wife said, you go be with your mom. I got you. And I was like, are you serious? And she was like, I don't want you to have any regrets. You go be with your mom. I got you. And that's what I did. I went and I stayed with my mom. And I almost came home. And I talked to my business partner, Camila, who told me a story about seeing her grandparents. Just her gut told her something, and she ended up seeing her grandparents like on their last days. And so she, in her own way, convinced me to stay in Texas. And I stayed. And my mom's health continued to decline. And while I said she was my hero, I ended up feeling like a superhero. Yeah, I ended up, even though there was caregivers and whatnot there, if she was upset, because she almost beat everybody's ass in the house, right? So my mom and my son realized this. My mom turned into a 20-year-old, because he was always like, I wonder what Bella was like when she was young. And he calls her Bella because he couldn't say abuela as a kid, so abuela turned into Bella, so that's what he calls her. But she was like, I always wondered what Bella was like when she was younger, and then he found out. She made him cry like 2 or 3 times, right, in sickness, and my wife had to like referee and whatever. So, hey, Diana. So it was an amazing experience. My mom tried to fight me a few times. But it wasn't because I did anything wrong. It was just because of whatever was going on in her head. She had brain cancer. So there was a couple times where I had to tell the caregivers, back up. Like, she's like, oh, she just grabbed my hair. I was like, oh, watch your face. She's about to hit you. And then I had to tell my dad, like, you don't know this woman, but she violent. When we were kids, we always thought she was gonna shoot somebody. Am I lying? See, it was not just me. My mom's was wild when we was young, and she calmed down by the time she met Frank. So Frank didn't know who she was, but I knew who she was gonna be. She was crazy. And there was a couple times she swung on me. We would have to pry her hands off the caregiver. I mean, like, she was like, they da-da-da-da-da, like she was like ready to fight. And then the money thing. One day she looked at me and she was like, somebody owe me money. I was like, what? She was like, somebody need to pay me. I was like, okay, who owe you money? And then light-skinned Frank comes out the room and he's like, who not paying her money? Like, I'm trying to calm the situation down. So he goes into her wallet. She can't count anymore at this point. He gives her like $100 in 20s and she's sitting there counting. She can't count. I said, do you want me to take it? No, you can't take my money. And it was just this whole thing. But she, at the end, knew she was safe. She knew I was there. If she was ever uncomfortable or scared, I was there. And at the end, you know, we had a plan that my mom and Frank were going to move to Atlanta. And I realized that while she may be my mom, that's his wife. The house that they have was their house, their retirement house, and it's beautiful. It overlooks a lake, it overlooks trees, and when you go there, you feel at peace. She wasn't going to feel peace in Atlanta, so I had to be there. So I gave that up. Me and Trina talked about that. Towards the end, it got pretty bad, and he and I cried a lot together, and we bonded together, and he and I made a decision that she was going to die at home. She wasn't going to be in a hospital cold with people she didn't know. And at the end, and I got to tell y'all, it is not easy to watch a parent die. You know, you're like, oh, they're just going to die at home. But to watch the process of them no longer eating and drinking and things like that. And there you are. She brought us weed. She brought us CBD drops. That lady, you. Yeah. I was telling you that I was making tinctures and I was decarbing stuff and yada yada. And she was like, I'll just go buy you some stuff. And so she would always bring my mom roses for Rosalia. And so she brought us some tinctures. And I had to tell Frank's brother and sister that I think Frank needed to get out. So I begged them when they came to go take him somewhere because he had been doing such a good job with her. So my mom was a nerd. I'm gonna say that. My mom was a nerd. She didn't like to smoke, so I thought she didn't like to drink. Smoke weed, not cigarettes. So when she first got sick, she was like, smoke me out. Smoke you out? No, I can't do that, not in the house. So I ignored her, and I was like, plus Frank is gonna get mad at me. I can't da-da-da. So towards the end, one of the caregivers happened to bring me some weed back from Oklahoma. I rolled it up. My mom wasn't opening her eyes anymore. We had done hospice at this point. And I was like, fuck it, I gotta smoke in the house. So I rolled it up, I inhaled, and I blew it in her face. And she made a face like this. And then when she realized what it was, she was happy, right? So I smoked my mom out. We gave her morphine. We gave her tincture. We kept her happy. And towards the end, she knew that she wanted me to take care of her husband, who I call Vato, because he a thug. And I needed her to know that I was there with him to make sure he was going to be okay. And the last few days, we knew she was going to pass, and I had to keep telling her to go be with the angels, go be with the ancestors. I was like, hey, you get to go to Mars. You get to go find out all the answers of the universe. You know, just go. Don't be afraid. And I started sleeping in the room with her, and I woke up one morning. I think she was trying to take her last breath, and I yelled, Mommy. And I was like, shit, you know, she may have been trying to go, and here I am trying to keep her here. So this was like on a Thursday. So Saturday night, I decided I wasn't going to sleep in the room with her. I was going to sleep in my room. And that Sunday morning, Frank came in to tell me he thought she took her last breath. But let me tell y'all how she passed. All of us would want to pass this way. She was holding her dude's hand. They were listening to their favorite song, and they were together. And I will always love him and respect him for giving her the peace that he gave her. And for all you black women in here, I'm going to tell y'all need to find y'all a light-skinned Frank, because it ain't about color. It ain't about color. It ain't about color. It is about the love that somebody can give to you and the respect that somebody can give to you. And love and respect is not a color. It comes from in here. So everybody raise their glass for light-skinned Frank and thank him for giving my mom the best life that she had and for introducing me to the woman that I didn't know, and she was fly and fire. Thank you, Frank. Papavato. Papavato! Folks out.
All right. So that is the end of the programming and speaking, but we are here to celebrate her life. So we're going to have a moment to turn up. We're going to turn up the music. Everybody is welcome to get you another plate, get you another drink. Again, it is already paid for. Do it up.
Way up high, and the dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly.
Light Skin Frank, get me a margarita from over there. Get me a margarita, Light Skin Frank. Thank you so much.
Dream of dreams really do come true. Someday you wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Be where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dare to, oh why can't I? Oh, someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Be where trouble melts like a lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. The dreams that you dare to, why, oh, why can't I?
Shake, 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 Sinora, shake your body line. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all the time. Work, 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 Sinora, work your body line. Work, 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 Sinora, work it all the time. My girl's name is Sonora. I tell you, friends, I adore her. And when she dances, oh brother, she's a hurricane in all kinds of weather. Jump in the line, rock your body on time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body on time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body on time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body on time. Oh. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake your body line. Whoa. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all the time. Work, 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 Sinora, work your body line. Work, 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 Sinora, work it all the time. You can talk about cha-cha, tango waltz or the rumba. Senora's dance has no title. You jump in the saddle, hold on to the bridle. Jump in the line, rock your body on time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body. Rock your body, child. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Somebody help me. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Whoa. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake your body line. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all the time. Work, 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 Sinora, work your body line. Yeah. Work, 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 Sinora, work it all the time. Sinora, she's a sensation, the reason for aviation. And fellas, you got to watch it. When she wind up, she bottom, she go like a rocket. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body in. Hoist those skirts a little higher. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Off the chimney, jump in the line, rock your body in time. Whoa. Shake, 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 Sinora. Shake your body line. Work, 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 Sinora. Work it all the time. Dance, 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 Sinora. Dance it all the time. Work, 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 Sinora. Work it all the time. Sinora dances calypso. Left to right is the tempo. And when she gets the sensation, she go up in the air, come down in slow motion. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Somebody help me. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Oh. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake your body line. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all the time. Work, 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 Sinora.
When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. When I grew up and fell in love, I asked my sweetheart what lies ahead. Will we have rainbows day after day? Here's what my sweetheart said. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Now I have children of my own. They ask their mother, what will I be? Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? I tell them tenderly. Que sera, sera.
You gonna make Alicia dance with you now. Get in there. Get in there.
No me metas a mi moña, que yo también me sé eso. Oye, todo el mundo reza que reza, pa' que se acabe la guerra. Eso no se va a acabar, eso será una rareza. Ay, tambores rumacuyá, que se echen todos parnaos, que la tierra va a temblar. Ay, que bombonchele, a bombochacha, yo traigo aguanile a rociar a las muchachas. Ay, que los tres clavos
This is my kind of party right here. You get to take a nap when you go home. Y'all better step out. Y'all better shake a tail feather. This is a celebration, baby.
respondan. Ay, Dios, tú ves. Al que me critique a mí, yo tengo aguanile y mai mai. Un judío que a caballo gritaba sin compasión, oh Jesús crucificado, muerto por una traición. A bombonchele, a bombochacha, aguanile, bendíceme a las muchachas. Ay, aguanile, 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 dame agua, estoy seco y quiero beber. Ataca, Quintero. Todo aquel que piense que la vida es desigual tiene que saber que no es así, que la vida es una hermosura, hay que vivirla. Todo aquel que piense que está solo y que está mal tiene que saber que no es así, que en la vida no hay nadie solo, siempre hay alguien.
All right, just so you all know, we have parking validation stickers right at the front. Right at the front. We have parking validation stickers if you park in the deck.
For the longest while we're jamming in the party, and you're whining on me, pushing everything. Right back on top of me, yeah. But if you think you're gonna get away from me, you better change your mind. You're going home. You're going home with me tonight. Let me hold you, go caress my body. You got me going crazy. You turn me on, turn me on. Let me jam you, go right out around me. You got me going crazy. You turn me on, turn me on.
When I get another breath, go tonight. If she thinks it hard, man, I go fight. Me don't need that with popcorn, that's right. Walk on play with like
One another ground, a bumper cock sky high, whining hard on me, got my python, hollering for mercy, yeah. Then I whisper in her wrist, wine harder, and then she said to me, boy, just push that thing, push it harder back on me, so let me hold you, go caress my body, you got me going crazy, you turn me on, let me jam you, go wine out around me, you got me going crazy, you turn me on, just hug me, kiss me, squeeze me, hug me, kiss and caress me, hug me, kiss me, squeeze me, hug me, kiss and caress me.
When I get another breath, go tonight. If she thinks it hard, man, I go fight. Me don't feed her with popcorn, that's right. Walk on play with like kite.
For the longest while we're jamming in the party, and you're whining on me, pushing everything right back on top of me, yeah. But if you think you're gonna get away from me, you better change your mind. You're going home. You're going home with me tonight. Let me hold you, go caress my body. You got me going crazy. You turn me on, let me jam you, go right out around me. You got me going crazy. You turn me on, hug me, kiss me, hug me, kiss and caress me, hug me, squeeze me, hug me, girl, and kiss and caress me. Hey, 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 oh yeah. Whiny, too much. Even no star. In Jamaica there's a party. Beanie boy, you come no man, 'cause I know when them whiny boy, you. In Jamaica there's a party. Beanie boy, you come no man, 'cause I know when them whiny boy, you. Woman a soca, woman a rumba, woman a cha-cha-cha. Come now, it's still a cool house, them get up in a temper. No Jamaican girls are music lover. If a music them want to set them soul on fire, 'cause in Jamaica there's a party. Beanie boy, you come no man, 'cause I know when them whiny boy, you. In Jamaica there's a party. Beanie boy, you come no man, 'cause I know when them whiny boy, you. 'Cause Canadian girls them love the beanie. Come now, the London girls them love the beanie, and all American girls them love the beanie. Them have the dance beanie from Admiral Bailey. Have the whiny when they get Colonel Josie. With a physical mind, soul and body. 'Cause in Jamaica there's a party. Beanie boy, you come no man, 'cause I know when them whiny boy, you. In Jamaica there's a party. Beanie boy, you. And all woman them have the follow me. Whiny boy, you. No me girlfriend Jackie love the whiny. Come now, me sister Funky she love the whiny. And me sister Diane she love the whiny. So we move her back and give her belly. 'Cause in Jamaica there's a party.
She told me I gotta do it for the island girls in the building tonight. She said there's some island girls out here. I want to see what y'all talking about. I want to see what y'all talking about.
Who got the keys to my bimmer?
Who am I?
The girls them sugar.
Yeah.
How can I make love to a fella in a rush?
She said she an island
Pass me the
woman,
keys to
baby.
my truck.
Yeah.
Who am I? The girls them lock. And I, we make love to precious. You ever buck a girl with deep like a bucket? Draw for your niggle and your niggle can't stitch it. Draw for your oxen like a cow, you wanna chop it. Draw for your pickaxe like a gun, you wanna dig it. It's like a riverside up on the bank and you take it. It's like a bicycle, so you hold it and dash it. So you watch it, so you crash it. She a tell you, say you grab it. Girl, she a beg you wanna ball, take to stop it. Batman plug in and me a move like a electric. It's like a basketball, she take time out to bomb it. You listen to me silent, you listen to me lyrics. I feel him and they and me a drop it. I said, Sim Simma, who got the keys to my bimmer? Who am I? The girls them sugar. How can I make love to a fella in a rush? Pass me the keys to my trucks. Who am I? The girls them lock. And I we make love to precious. Anything she want, I will give it unto she. I can't believe today my friend them tell me that she flee. I don't believe he's angry and I don't believe he's grief. I don't believe it's Susan or the other girls I need. The love for me she has, that is the only thing I need. I don't intend right now just to lose my main squeeze. Oh, Guantanamela, you a killer. Girl, the way you watch it on me body under pressure. Man, see your body all a kill mosquito. When your body right, just to know you got the power. But Sim Simma, who got the keys to my bimmer? Who am I? The girls them sugar. How can I make love to a fella in a rush? Pass me the keys to my trucks. Who am I? The girls them lock. And I will make love to precious girl. I tell myself I don't want nobody else to ever love me. You are my guiding star, my shining light. I love you, baby. But that day you leave and you're gone, I know that girls, they're going crazy. I know the girls love some, all of them are on come, cause the one of them want this, baby. I told you once and I told you twice that I am the girl that pasé bien. Pero yo me enteré que te debes a alguien. Yeah, y tú fallaste, pero es tarde. Y tú fallaste, pero es tarde. Lo que pasó, pasó entre tú y yo. 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 Una asesina, ella conlleva la medicina engañadora que te envuelve y te domina. Una abusadora, ella como sabe te devora y si no tienes experiencia te enamora. Una especialista, a la que te ponga ya la vista, malas hechiceras, uno mensurista, que si es maliciosa, yo que la traté como una diosa me engañó y ahora me llama como loca. Ajá. Presea, dale, presea. Si ya no estamos juntos, otra mujer me galtea, mami. Presea, dale, presea. Que pocos son los indios que traen en la aldea, ¿sabes? Presea, dale, presea. No dejes para mañana, no dejes que te lo llevas más. Presea, dale, presea. Ahora tú celosa porque otra me desea, ajá. Esa noche contigo la pasé bien. Pero yo me enteré que te debes a alguien. Yeah, y tú fallaste, pero es tarde. Y tú fallaste, pero es tarde. Lo que pasó, pasó entre tú y yo. 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 Presea, dale, presea. Si ya no estamos juntos, otra mujer me aldea, mami. Presea, dale, presea. Que pocos son los indios y mucha india en la aldea, ¿sabes? Presea, dale, presea. No dejes para mañana, no dejes que te lo llevas más. Presea, dale, presea. Ahora tú celosa porque otra me desea, ajá. Dile, yo estoy soltero, Mike, y tú presea. Yo saco otra a bailar y tú presea. Tú comes en todos lados y me presea. Si tienes dueño más, ¿por qué presea?
Vamos a dejar esto claro ya, ¿ok?
Lo que pasó, pasó entre tú y yo. Lo que pasó, pasó entre tú y yo. Lo que pasó, pasó entre tú y yo. Lo que pasó, pasó
take a look at this real quick. When I talk about when my parents used to come visit us for Thanksgiving, me, Trina, and Ray would be like, "We are tired. We are on vacation." But that's my mom and I fly up in Marietta or wherever the hell it is in Smyrna. She did everything. She was willing to do it. She wasn't a normal grandma.
De los tambores, esto va para las gatas de estos colores, para las mayores, para las menores, para las que son más zorras que los cazadores, para las mujeres que no apagan sus motores. Tenemos tú y yo algo pendiente, tú me debes algo y lo sabes, conmigo ella se pierde, no le rinde cuentas a nadie. Tenemos tú y yo algo pendiente, tú me debes algo y lo sabes, conmigo ella se pierde, no le rinde cuentas a nadie. Suma de mambo pa' que mi gata prenda los motores, suma de mambo pa' que mi gata prenda los motores, suma de mambo pa' que mi gata prenda los motores, que se preparen que lo que viene es pa' que le den duro. Mamita, yo sé que tú no te me vas a quitar duro, lo que me gusta es que tú te dejas llevar duro, todos los weekends ella sale a vacilar duro, mi gata no puede janguear porque ella le gusta la gasolina. Dame más gasolina, como le encanta la gasolina.
Complexion, this me call the girl them with that complexion, but you no stop cry. For all black woman, one heap of things I want for uno complexion. Black is beauty, uno color is one in a million. Have it from birth a natural suntan, smooth like a grape, no true you use your lotion. Take care of your complexion. What am I do? What am I try? Where the whole of them a plan? Don't get me wrong because we love black woman and we no stop cry. For all black woman, respect all the girl them with that complexion. We no stop cry. For all black woman, nothing's about for uno complexion. So man, and where you get it, and where you buy from? Show some light skin them want to buy tan. Woman no matter worry, uno intention we down. Black and brown, uno a put you right hand. For one spread it across the nation. Say no have the bucket if I put you bantan, cause we no stop cry. For all black woman, nothing's about for uno complex, but you no stop cry. For all black woman, one heap of things about for uno complexion. I am black, I am proud. Fall about your bantan and shout it out loud. Black will always stand out in a crowd. You like the silver lining behind the dark cloud. When me sing, we no stop cry. For all black woman, nothing's about for uno complex, but you no stop cry. For all black woman, one heap of things about for uno complexion. Black is beauty, uno color is one in a million. I'm in from birth a natural suntan, smooth like a grape, no true you use your lotion. Take care of your complexion. What am I do? What am I try? When the whole of them a plan. Don't get me wrong, me respect black woman and we no stop cry. For all black woman, some things about for uno complex, but you no stop cry. For all black woman, nothing's about for uno complexion. Someone I wanna buy it, I wanna get it from. To some of them light skin them want to buy tan, but woman no bother worry, uno intention we down. Black and brown, uno a put you right and I wanna walk and spread it across the nation. So no have the bucket if I put you one tan, cause we no stop cry. For all black woman, nothing's about for uno complex, but you no stop cry. For all black woman, one heap of things about for uno complexion. I am black and I'm proud. Just wanna put your button and shout it out loud. Black will always stand out in a crowd. We're like the silver lining behind the dark cloud. So we no stop cry. For all black woman, respect all the girl them with that complexion. We no stop cry. For all black woman, one heap of things about for uno complexion. Whether you black or brown, we all are one. Let's join together, people hand in hand. Follow this youth when you put your bantan. I am slim and not dark complexion. Don't see the girl them when they're pretty and strong. Whether them a browning or black woman, I want to wear it right.
Bailando así pidiendo más y más calor, sintiendo que soy para ti. Abrázame fuerte, dale no me suelte. Llegó el tiempo de los dos. Bebé, escuchar el silencio, para encontrar el camino. ¿Y para qué llorar? ¿Para qué? Si duele una pena, se olvida. ¿Y para qué sufrir? ¿Para qué? Si duele una pena, se olvida. La, la, la. Voy a reír, voy a bailar, vivir, vivir. La, 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 la. Voy a reír, voy a gozar, vivir, vivir. La, 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 la. Mi gente. ¿Pa' qué llorar? ¿Pa' qué sufrir? Empieza a soñar, a reír. Voy a reír, voy a bailar. Siente y baila y goza, que la vida es una sola. Voy a reír, voy a bailar. Vive, sigue, siempre para adelante, no mires para atrás. ¡Eso! Mi gente, la vida es una. Voy a reír, voy a bailar, vivir, vivir. La, 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 la. Voy a reír, voy a gozar, vivir. Highway, passing my way. This kind of body done they cause it migraine. And when we leave, if we do, I'm your way. Or if you want, if you do, I'm my way. Highway, 2 shot I don't take. You tell me, and I know they go out one day. I know they care, say they buy my damn pray. Money on me mind, no time. This kind love, yeah, where they make me want more. On my will. This kind love, yeah, I don't want for the night. Make I know how you feel, how you want to. Lady, yo, say your body back to me. Pass, make a joke, make a feel I'm. Baby girl, you know what's the view. Yeah, with the love to the morning. Bad girl addicted to me. Only you know how see they do me. Only you know how see they do me. Oh, oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're my yeah. Got some good. From Miami, go. Watch your get there. Baby, watch your get there. Yeah, yeah. Oh, shit, yeah. All for you, baby. If that money there too much, say make you talk. Cause you know the money long. Yeah, break your back with it. Yeah, now me and you, they talk, no one involved. Baby girl, make I indulge you. Yeah, who's my girl? This kind love, yeah, where they make me want more. On my will. This kind love, yeah, I don't want for the night. Make I know how you feel, how you want that. Lady, yo, say your body back to me. Pass, make a joke, make a feel I'm. Baby girl, you know what's the view. Yeah, with the love to the morning. Bad girl addicted to me. Only you know how see they do me. Only you know how see they do me. Oh, oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're my yeah. Got some good. From Miami, go. Watch your get there. Baby, watch your get there. You're so good, you're so I'm in the big mood. All I feel you. Something wake up cool in my body. Tell me what you do. I'm in the big mood. All I feel you. Something wake up cool in my body. party, tell me what you do. Make we go December. Or some call it we check. Get something sweet to put on my head, I swear. Now you cool my stress, so yeah. Make we go December. Or some call it we check. Get something sweet to put on my head, I swear. Now you cool my stress, so yeah. I'm in a big mood. Girl, I dey feel you. I know say I love cause passing money, but I still want you. I'm in a big mood. Girl, I dey want you. Now only you, if you cool on my back, ain't nobody but you. Every night I go there look about you. Baby girl, we go there no solo. Nobody fit tell me to leave my baby. Bend every night if it come to baby, me and you. When you wake up, and you splashing on me. Girl, look like sweat all on me. Like the design, you be dripping on me. Maybe that's why I feel it. Oh, I'm in a big mood. Girl, I feel you. Something wake up cool in my body. Tell me what you do. I'm in a big mood. Girl, I feel you. Something wake up cool in my body. Tell me what you do. Make we go December. Or some call it we check. Get something sweet to put on my head, I swear. Now you cool my stress, so yeah. Make we go December. Or some call it we check. Get something sweet to put on my head, I swear. Now you cool my stress, so yeah. Baby, you know, when the money done the show, send a star boy, big waist, big daddy, enter the show. We know they mind person, I'm just come your mind out. I'm a walk out, I'm a like 20 standard, yo. We know they mind person, we can't keep us alone. But you, baby girl, we go there no solo. Nobody fit tell me to leave my baby. Bend every night if it come to baby. Me and you, when you wake up and you splashing on me. Girl, look like sweat all on me. Like the design, you be dripping on me. Maybe that's why I feel it. Oh, I'm in a big mood. Girl, I feel you. Something wake up cool in my body. Tell me what you do. I'm in the big mood. Girl, I feel you. Something wake up cool in my body. Tell me what you do. Make we go December. Or some call it we check. Get something sweet to put on my head, I swear. Now you cool my stress, so yeah. Make we go December. Or some call it we check. Get something sweet to put on my head, I swear. Now you cool my stress, so yeah.
Miss Annabella shake that thing, yeah, Donna, Jody and Rebecca, woman get busy, just shake that booty non-stop when the beat drop, just keep swinging it, get jiggy, get pumped up, percolate anything you want, because it's oscillating if I don't take pity, want to see you get life on the rhythm of my ride, and my lyrics up about electricity, girl, nobody can do you nothing, cause you don't know your destiny, yo, sexy ladies want power with us, in the car with us, them not war with us, in the club, them want flex with us, to get next with us, them can't vex with us. From the day my bond, I ignite my flame, girl, I call my name, and it is my fame. It's a good girl, turn me on, till I earn them on, let's get it on, till I earn them on, girl, it's a good, just turn me on, girl, don't sweat it, don't get agitated, girl, go and rotate, cause anything you want, you know you must get it. Coming in my mention, yo, ease the tension, girl, run the program, just go and fit it. Yo, have a good time, girl, free up on your mind, cause nobody can this, your man, won't let it. Cause you are the number one, girl, wave your hand, make them see the wedding band, yo. Sexy ladies want power with us, in the car with us, them not war with us. In the club, them want flex with us, to get next to us, them not vex with us. From the day my bond, I ignite my flame, girl, I call my name, and it is my fame. It's a good girl, turn me on, till I earn them on, let's get it on, till I earn them on, girl, it's a good, just turn me on, come on, get busy, just shake that booty non-stop when the beat drop, just keep swinging it, get jiggy, get drunk up, percolate anything you want, because it's oscillating if I don't take pity, want to see you get live when the rhythm is a ride, and my lyrics up about electricity, girl, nobody can tell you nothing, cause you don't know your destiny, yo, sexy ladies want power with us, in the car with us, them not war with us, in the club, them want flex with us, to get next to us, them not vex with us, from the day my bond, I ignite my flame, girl, I call my name, and it is my fame, it's all good, girl, turn me on till the early morning. Let's get it on, let's get it on till the early morning. Girl, it's all good, just turn me on. Yo, shake that thing, miss. Can I shake that thing? Yo, Annabella, shake that thing, miss. Donna, yo, Miss Jody and the one named Rebecca, yo, shake that thing. Yo, Joanna, shake that thing. Yo, Annabella, shake that thing, miss. Can I, yo, hey, yo, come and go so then. Sexy ladies want war with us. Inna the car with us, them not war with us. Inna the club, them want flex with us. They get next to us, them not vex with us. From the day my bond ignite my flame, girl, I call my name and it is my fame. It's all good, girl, turn me on till the early morning. Let's get it on, let's get it on till the early morning. Girl, it's all good, just turn me on. Yo, sexy ladies want part with us. Inna the car with us, them not war with us. Inna the club, them want flex with us. They get next with us, them not vex with us. From the day my bond tight down my flame, girl, I call my name, yo, it is my fame. It's all good, girl, turn me on till the early morning. Let's get it on, let's get it on till the early morning.
Francaste tanto ver si vas a cumplir. Está a otro nivel. Medianoche vamos a partecer. Tu placer me hace querer ser fiel. Contigo no hay nada que perder. Sabes que no me dejo. Pienso sola pero yo no me quejo. Esto no es algo que yo suelo hacer, pero te voy a enseñar todo lo que sé. Entonces dime quiero que no me ronques por el sal. Llega no sea tan fuerte, quiero ver si va a poder. Entonces dime quiero que no me ronques por el sal. Llega no sea tan fuerte, quiero ver si va a poder. Lo que necesitas, puedo darte todo lo que necesitas. Tengo la salsa, por eso que me invitas. Con la única que te debilita, así me veo bien chiquita. No hay quien me iguale, hoy todo se vale. Esta chilenita te hace perder los modales. Bebe una cena diaria, me dice que yo hago magia. Papi, te tengo hechizado. Entonces dime quiero que no me ronques por el sal. Llegale, no seas tan fuerte, quiero ver si va a poder. Entonces dime quiero que no me ronques por el sal. Llegale, no seas tan fuerte, quiero ver si va a poder. De solo escuchar mi voz puede hipnotizarte. Acércate más, que tímido tanto que hablaste, ya no dice nada. Agárrate bien, hoy no tienes que soltarme. Me suave, te veo, cumplo tus deseos. Te voy a consentir, te toca ir al cielo. Entonces dime quiero que no me ronques por el sal. Llegale, no seas tan fuerte, quiero ver si va a poder. Entonces dime quiero que no me ronques por el sal. Llegale, no seas tan fuerte, quiero ver si va a poder.
Pásame la juca, que el coro ya está prendido. Las mujeres andan sin marido. Pásame la juca, por el norte con todo estamos frío. De magogos no dicen ni pío. Hoy anda Rulay, la romana prendía mejor que Dubai. Tú eres una bandida, tú te la traes. Si le digo que llegue le cae. Ojalá y que esta noche tú seas mi mai. Y yo en nubita para el batey. Si quiero la movie la dejo en replay. Hoy andas con el bobo que no brega ni dispara, pero todos los de en PR vienen con mi cara.
Wey, ¿qué es lo que con este tigre que no floja la manguera? Dime, manín, me cosieron la boca a mí, no sé fumar yo, ¿Es tuya la juca o tú eres juquero? Él no suelta la manguera, el loco. Mierda, qué gante el este tigre. Regimiento.
Pásame la juca, el coro ya está prendido. Las mujeres andan sin marido. Ey, pásame la juca, por lo norte con todo está más frío. Demagogos no dicen ni pío. Pásame la juca, el coro ya está prendido. Las mujeres andan sin marido. Pásame la juca, por lo norte con todo está más frío. Demagogos no dicen ni pío. Y yo me quedo contigo hasta que se acabe la noche. Y yo me quedo contigo hasta que se acabe la noche. Y yo me quedo contigo hasta que se acabe la noche. Y yo me quedo contigo hasta que se acabe.
Y que la calle bota fuego, 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 fuego. Y que la calle bota fuego, 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 fuego. Caliente, 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 caliente. A mí no me compare que yo tengo para comprar la competencia. Yo fui mi movimiento entero con su descendencia. Todos los días voy para arriba y tú te desesperas. Y cada vez que subo un piso quito la escalera. Todos los demagogos me lo quite de la vera. Y como quiera se quieren quedar pegado en la tejera. La calle tiene fuego, la calle tiene falla. Como quiera que la tire, el alfa no la falla. Todo el mundo me quiere, yo tengo los chavos. Y las mujeres me lo lamen como la paleta del chavo. Hasta los demagogos me dan palo. Tú quieres que te mate a tiro, que te mate a palo. Llegando el queque, llegando el queque, llegando el queque. Ya, ya. Llegando el queque, llegando el queque, llegando el queque. Ya. Que la calle bota fuego, 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 fuego. Caliente, 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 caliente.
La calle está en fuego que yo no te queme. Todos quieren ser yo, quieren mi ADN. Ya yo soy leyenda y todavía un nene. Ella no te menciona ni menos si se viene. Si explotó se quedan como Pompeya. Estás escuchando a la nave estrella. La disco prendida, traigan la botella. Pida más, que con esa no me da. Que puta felicidad. Hoy a toda se le da. Ey. Tô callado, no damos detalles. Ey. Tu baby llamó pa' que yo la guaya. Indica mi loco, dame la luz. Luz, ¿quién puñeta eres tú? Tú eres un demacá, tú eres un demacá, tú eres un demacá que Kikoku.
Y que la calle bota fuego, 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 fuego. Y que la calle bota fuego, 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 fuego.
Nueva York.
Si te quieres divertir, con el blanco y con primor.
You thought you were done. It's not time for a water break. Get your booty back on the dance floor. Get it, Frank. Get it, Frank. Frank, don't play in these Atlanta streets.
Un ratito, ay, ay, ay. 4 de julio, baila Yulai. Ando con mi prima borracha Rulay. Los míos en el Bronx, sabes lo que hay. Con la nota en hoy, por Washington hoy. Willy Colón me dicen el malo. Ay, porque pasan los años y sigo dando palos. Vendiendo discos como cuadro Frida Kahlo. El perico en blanco, sí, sí, el pussy cosita, no te confundas. No, no, mejor evita. Ey, un shot de cañita en casa de Toñita. PR se siente cerquita. Sí, sí, sí. Con el campeonato